It's late. The kind of late where the whole house has gone still, and the quiet starts to feel like it has its own weight. Let this letter be the thing that sits down beside you tonight. Not to fix you, not to rush you, just to stay a while. You keep looking at your phone. You have checked it more times than you want to admit, hoping the screen would light up with a name that makes you feel wanted again. It stays dark. And in that small, black rectangle, you start reading a whole story about yourself. That you are forgettable, that you are always the one who reaches out first. That if you simply vanished tonight, it might take days before anyone noticed you were gone. The tears came when no one was around to see them. They always do. You are so good at holding it together in the daylight. The strong one, the one everybody else leans on. Then the sun goes down and the performance ends, and there is no one left to be strong for. So it all leaks out in the dark, quietly, where no one can reach it. Maybe you scrolled back through old messages tonight, reading conversations that used to feel warm, trying to figure out the moment you became easy to forget. Maybe you have started rehearsing all the reasons. It must be your fault. Too much, too needy, too tired. You have been counting your own flaws like a person counts sheep, except they never put you to sleep. They just keep you awake and aching at an hour, when everyone you love is already dreaming. Hear this gently. That ache is real, but it is lying to you about what it means. It feels like you are alone. You are not alone. It feels like no one is coming for you. Someone already came, and he never once left. The silence on your phone is not the measure of your worth. It never was. There was a man in the Bible who felt the exact thing you are feeling tonight. His name was Elijah. He had just come through the biggest day of his whole life, and instead of peace, it left him hunted and afraid. He ran deep into the wilderness, sank down under a lone bush, and told God he was finished. He asked God to just let him die right there in the sand. Now watch what God did with a man who had nothing left. God did not lecture him. God did not list his failures or tell him to toughen up and get over it. God let him sleep. Then an angel woke him gently, and there was warm food and water waiting. God let him sleep again, woke him a second time and fed him again, because the road ahead was long and God knew how weak he was. The care came first. The rest came first. Only after that did God bring him to a quiet mountain. And there Elijah said the loneliest sentence a human heart can say. He told God he was the only one left, the last one, utterly alone. God answered him, not in a great and violent wind, not in the earthquake that came after, not in the fire. God answered in a low and gentle whisper. And then he told Elijah the one thing he most needed to hear. Elijah was certain he was the last one standing. God told him there were 7,000 others out there he knew nothing about. He had never been as alone as that terrible night had convinced him he was. You have never been as alone as this night is trying to convince you that you are. Now look at that silent phone one more time, honestly, because there is something here worth understanding. When a man truly wants you in his life, he does not leave you sitting in the dark guessing about it. Real pursuit is not a quiet. It is not a riddle you are supposed to solve alone at midnight. A man who actually values you makes it plain and keeps making it plain. So that silence you have been studying it holds some final verdict on you. It does not hold that. It is only telling you something about him and about where he is tonight. It was never once qualified to tell you who you are. So hear who you are. While that phone stayed dark, God was wide awake. He has never needed to check whether you were worth showing up for. He settled that question a long time ago, and he settled it with his own life. The same God who fed a broken man under a bush in the wilderness is in this room with you right now. In the stillness, in the late hour, sitting far closer than the loneliness wants you to believe. You are not the forgotten one. You are not the leftover that nobody chose. You are a daughter of the king, and a king does not lose track of his daughter in the dark. He knows the exact weight of what you are carrying tonight. He counted every tear that slipped out when no one else was watching. He has heard the prayers you were too tired to finish, and the ones you could not find words for at all. And he is not going anywhere. So breathe. Slow and deep, just once, right now. You do not have to solve your whole life before the sun comes up. You do not have to feel strong to be held. The morning is coming, and it will be gentler than this hour. And you do not have to reach it alone, because you never were. Before you close your eyes tonight, tell me one thing in the comments. What is the lie this late hour keeps whispering to you? Say it here in the open so another woman lying awake in her own too quiet house can read it and finally know she is not the only one.